So this Raticate could be good enough to supplement a spot on your team in an off week. We'll call it an off week where you're not going to have the favored berry for Raticate. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. It's Ice Tall Chai again. Sheesh. Yo, welcome in. Bringing you another Pokemon Sleep content video. So today, we're going to be looking at a Raticate that someone in my community sent me screenshots for. They said, you know what, Chai, I think this is a really good Pokemon. Can you rate it for me? Now, a lot of people have been saying they've been having issues with the rater. So if you have a Pokemon that you want to be rated, go ahead and drop it in the comments below. What I'll need is this information right here, the 4 or 5 sub skills, as well as the nature and what Pokemon it is, right? So just those 3 things are going to be really key. But yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at this Raticate that has Berry Finding S at level 10. Berry Finding S, as you know, is a gold sub skill. As you can see, it's gold. That gives you an extra berry earned, which is huge early game. But we're gonna take a look at it to see how good it is long term and where it falls in the rankings amongst other Raticates. All right, guys, so here what we're going to do is we're going to be looking at this Raticate here and where it kind of falls in line when it has a non-favored berry. So these 3 berries are not the berries that Raticate likes. Raticate likes I believe it's called the Person Berry. But these 3, if your Snorlax favors these 3, what does this Raticate look like, right? So one thing that I want to note is, so Berry Finder S is only applied here at level 24 because your level 25 sub skill has not unlocked, which is Helping Speed M, which adds huge numbers to the frequency. Pretty noticeable boost when it comes to your Snorlax power that you gain daily from this Raticate. So here we go. Looking in, we put in our skills here to match accordingly on this skill bar right here. It is the correct nature as we had before, with the speed of help going up and the experience going down. Ideally, you want speed of help up, and then you want ingredient finding down for these berry gathering Pokemon, right? So at level 24, on an island where Snorlax does not prefer this berry, this Raticate will get 26,345 power daily, about average right there, right? And then over here, as soon as you level it up to 25, when we unlock this sub skill right here, Helping Speed M, we see a big boost. We see a 5,000 swing in the positive for you with the Raticate, right? So we also do see the number of berries increase. So we get about 206 berries a day versus 177, and then that's where that boost comes from, right? So it is important to prioritize your best mons when you're using your dream shards and your resources to level them up. There are other ways for you to kind of long-term prioritize a Pokemon that's creating a sleep team, like an EXP team. So when you go to bed at night, instead of having it be your normal gathering or ingredient team, you just have mons that you know you're going to get 100 XP every night, right, for leveling up. Okay, perfect. So today we're going to be taking a look at this Haunter that I created. Now, not a lot of people will have 5 or 6 Haunters lined up, especially if you're a free-to-play player and you don't invest into biscuits a lot. So I just picked a generic randomized sub skills for this Haunter here. I bumped it up to level 25, so it does get it looks like Speed of Help M, as well as I gave it Inventory, because it does collect a lot of ingredients in comparison to berries. Now, one thing to note is this is a favored berry right here for Snorlax that Haunter collects. Now, it's not getting Berry S. So this had Berry S, Berry Finding S, this Haunter would be just so cracked, right? And again, not a lot of people will have Gengars right off the bat too. So I just kind of picked an evolution that falls in with one of these berries, and this is what we come up with, right? So again, this Raticate is not a favored berry, but as you can see, it does gather 31,000 power in total, right? In comparison, Haunter over here is 32,000 in total. So what I'm basically trying to say is, if you have an evolution Pokemon with Berry Finding S subskill unlocked, and you go against a Pokemon that has a favored berry, you're almost getting pretty much the same amount of power here, right? The difference is just about 1,100 in Snorlax power. So if you don't even have this Haunter on your team, this Raticate could be a good substitute. But on the flip side, say you have 4 Haunters and you don't have anything to gather these 2 berries, this Raticate would be perfect, right? So it's, again, one of those things where this is just going based off the berries, but Haunter also does collect those ingredients too, right? So this Raticate could be good enough to supplement a spot on your team in an off week. We'll call it an off week where you're not going to have the favorite berry for Raticate. Now we're going to talk about why you should definitely always prioritize your best mons. Again, we're going to be talking about it again. So when you're prioritizing this Raticate here, there's one island, it's the 4th island, where this is a favored berry. And we can definitely see, and especially on the first island, if Snorlax favors this berry, the power creep. So as you can see at level 24, you're still getting 48,000 power, almost 49,000 power from this Raticate. You're getting 3 berries with your frequency increased, and obviously you're getting energy probably twice procced, right, for your main skill. Energy is super underrated right now, and there's more information coming out about how good energy actually is for your team. So we're gonna see kind of a shift in gathering teams coming up soon. But this Raticate is good for self-sustaining with charge energy S, so you could keep your frequency high, right? So when you're prioritizing shards into this Raticate, you're really banking on getting a person berry week, right? You're really banking on getting a favored berry because you could see the output is just phenomenal. We level it up to 25 here, and you're already getting almost 10,000 more points. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. This is just level 25. So while yes, it is important to always go after, berries that Snorlax favors, in the longevity of it, prioritizing which ones to upgrade, this Pokemon here is good on 2 different islands. On islands where it has a favored berry and islands where it doesn't. So that's why it's important to prioritize your best mons and use the calculator to see how good this Pokemon actually is. What we're going to do next is look at what happens when everything's maxed out. Okay, so one thing to know about the Pokemon calculator, it only goes up to level 60, and that's because it is your final ingredient that you unlock, the level 60 skill. I'm not sure when it's going to go up to level 100, but for now we're going to look at what happens when this Raticate gets maxed out to 60, which is a long time from now, guys, right? Pokemon Sleep is literally a marathon. It's not a sprint, right? This is just thinking long term what this Raticate could look like. This could be a year from now, who knows, right? But at level 25, again, we do have that 57,000, and when you hit level 60, right, I added the other sub skill here for the level 50, which is Ingredient Finder M. Over here we can see we actually lose out 3 berries a day, but in return we get a lot more ingredients right here, right? And of course, the power difference is just phenomenal because every time you level up, your berry gains XP for Snorlax, right? So level 25 gets X amount, level 26 gets X plus 2, right? Etc., right? So as you can see here, this right now gets you to Ultra Ball by itself daily, right? That's a lot of power. Ultra Ball's in the 100,000s range for Snorlax's power. 136,000 is just wild. Definitely, this is a really good mon, and let's just see how it stacks against the rest, right? Deciphering this page, it can be a little bit confusing at first, right? Okay, what we're gonna look at here, I don't really focus on the percentage so much because, well, I mean, we're looking at this number right here, the 100th percentile, and this number right here, we're ranked 20 out of 4,275 different possibilities for this Raticate at level 25. So being ranked 20th, guys, out of 4,275 is huge. What we can see down here for level 25 for this specific Raticate is there's that number again, 57,815 power a day, and the best roll you could get, the best number 1, the literal rank 1 is 65,224. The main difference here are the abilities, right? So this one is Brave and this one's Adamant. As I said before, Adamant is preferred for berry collectors because it lowers the chances of you getting an ingredient. The other difference here is you can see it. We do have the berry finding S on both, but the team boost for help The help team boost right here is in the first slot for Raticate. It's an undervalued sub skill at the moment because a lot of people are looking for berry finding S, when this could also be more for a support mon, right? So if this is going to be on every team, you may as well have a support skill, right? Versus just one that affects the Pokemon itself. So this Raticate right here is ranked in the 100th percentile. Basically, this is the cream of the crop. So how do you know what to invest in if this says 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, or 100? Okay, well, we're back, and I just want to say thank you everybody for the support recently. I thought I would do kind of like a Rate Your Mon series for people because there are, you know, it's a new tool and people are struggling with it, and I use it every day. So again, if you want me to rate your Pokemon, there's two different ways that you can do this. One, you can join the Discord. Discord will be in the description below. We have a very welcoming community over at Ice Tall Chai. We've had people already submit some mons for future episodes. If you have a really cool shiny, you can go for it. I have a shiny in the works for you guys, a shiny video, and it's actually one of the worst. I almost transferred it, and I might transfer it, I don't know yet. But the information I need the sub skills, and I need the nature as well as the Pokemon, right? And we'll go ahead and take a look at it and see, you know, I can tell you what percentile it is in and if it's worth it in investing, right? There's still a lot of information coming out about this game, so it's important that we kind of stay on top of it and, you know, work together as a community, right? But again, I'm Ice Tall Chai. You can find me on Twitch. I stream 3 days a week, soon to be 4. That's twitch.tv/icetallchai. I almost forgot for a second. Sheesh, yo, sheesh. You can find me on Discord, discord.gg/icetallchai. Again, those will be linked in the description below. But yeah, let's rate your mons, man. This was fun, and yeah, I'm looking forward to do it again. Again, Ice Tall Chai. Sheesh. See you guys later. Oh, bye.